Have you ever tried meditating, only to find your mind wandering within seconds? Maybe you've thought to yourself, I'm just not good at this. Or maybe, meditation just isn't for me. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. It's one of the biggest reasons people give up on meditation before they ever experience its benefits. But here's the interesting part. The problem isn't that you have too many thoughts. The problem is, most of us begin meditation with the wrong expectation. And once you see that, everything starts to feel different. Most of us begin meditation believing one simple thing: that a good meditator has a quiet mind. No thoughts, no distractions, no endless conversations inside their head. So the moment we sit down, our mind starts thinking about work, a conversation from yesterday, something we forgot to do, or even, what should I have for dinner? And almost immediately, we tell ourselves, I lost focus. I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm just not meant for meditation. But if that's been your experience, there's something I'd love you to know. Maybe you haven't been doing meditation wrong. Maybe you've been measuring yourself against a standard that meditation never asked you to meet. So, if meditation isn't about having a perfectly quiet mind, what is it? Imagine you're sitting by a window. Outside, it's raining. You hear cars passing by, the wind moving through the trees, birds singing in the distance. You notice every sound, but you don't try to make the world quiet. You simply let it be. The mind works the same way. Thoughts aren't a problem. They're simply what the mind does. One thought appears, then another, and another. The problem isn't that thoughts exist. The problem is believing they have to disappear before you're meditating correctly. And that's the biggest misunderstanding. Meditation doesn't begin when your thoughts disappear. It begins when you stop trying to make them disappear. If meditation isn't about getting rid of your thoughts, then what are you actually practicing? The answer is awareness. Not awareness of the world around you, but awareness of what's happening inside your own mind. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Many of us believe the goal of meditation is to stop getting distracted. But that's never been the goal. You're not practicing so your mind never wanders. You're practicing so you notice when it does. That's the difference. Think about this. Have you ever driven somewhere familiar and arrived without remembering much of the drive? Or picked up your phone just to check the time, only to realize a few minutes later that you've been scrolling and completely forgotten why you picked it up? That doesn't happen because you're lazy or because you lack discipline. It happens because so much of our lives runs on autopilot. Meditation isn't trying to stop that. It's simply helping us notice. Ah, my mind wandered. And then gently return. Maybe to your breath, maybe to the sensations in your body, or simply to this moment. That's the practice. Every time you notice, you're waking up. Every time you return, you're strengthening that awareness. You're not failing, you're practicing. Think of it like exercising a muscle. You don't become stronger after one workout. You become stronger by showing up again and again. Attention works the same way. Every time you notice that your mind has wandered and gently bring it back, you're strengthening your attention. Over time, you may find it becomes easier to stay present. Not because you're forcing yourself to concentrate, but because you're recognizing distraction a little sooner. And that ability doesn't stay on the meditation cushion. It follows you into conversations, into your work, into the books you read, into the ordinary moments that make up your day. That's when meditation stops being something you do and slowly becomes a way you live. Rather than simply talking about it, I'd like to invite you to experience it for yourself, right now. Find a comfortable position. There's no perfect posture, no special way you need to sit. Just allow your body to settle. Now, gently bring your attention to your breathing. Don't try to change it. Don't try to breathe more deeply. Simply notice the breath coming in and the breath going out. Sooner or later, a thought will appear. Maybe about work, something you need to do, a conversation, or something completely unexpected. When it happens, don't judge yourself. Just notice. My mind wandered. That's enough. Then, gently return to your breath. No frustration, no pressure, no need to be perfect. Just return. You may find yourself returning again and again. If that happens, it doesn't mean you're bad at meditation. It means you're practicing. Because every moment you notice and every time you return is another step toward a more aware mind. The next time your mind wanders, I hope you won't think, I'm bad at meditation. Instead, I hope you'll simply notice it, smile, and gently return. Because that's not failure, that's the practice. Thank you for taking these moments for yourself. I'll see you in the next practice.